Alright, we need to talk about NVIDIA earnings. So let's do that. Just a disclosure, this is just for entertainment purposes only, and these are just my opinions, so please do not take this as advice of any kind. So let's get into it. On April 9th, NVIDIA put out a Form 8K, which is a current report form that essentially communicates material things to shareholders, which is required by the SEC. In this Form 8K, they talked about how U.S. regulation made it so that U.S. regulation will result in NVIDIA taking approximately a $5.5 billion charge associated with H20 products. Skip to May 28th, which is their first quarter earnings results. And over here is the financial results for what it's worth, I think they were great. And then scroll down to here is the schedule of basically their earnings per share. This is the GAAP number, and this is the non-GAAP number here. I personally do not care for non-GAAP numbers, but for the sake of this argument, let's just take their non-GAAP numbers. So, diluted earnings per share, 81 cents. And then they have this line item here, which says diluted earnings per share excluding H20 charge and related tax impact, 96 cents. So, if you scroll up to the little press announcement, they actually took a $4.5 billion charge in the first quarter, which was less than what they estimated. So, NVIDIA incurred a $4.5 billion charge in the first quarter of fiscal 2026 associated with H20 excess inventory and purchase obligations as the demand for H20 diminished. Sales of H20 products were $4.6 billion for the first quarter of fiscal 2026 prior to the new exporting license requirements, and NVIDIA was unable to ship an additional $2.5 billion of H20 revenue in the first quarter. So, here's why it's a little weird to me. They're adding back a charge that they already took. They already are saying that they incurred a $4.5 billion charge. But there's a line item here that shows the results without the charge that they took. To me, that's just weird. Why would you show an adjustment to what is already an adjustment to GAAP? Those are my 2 cents. Like I said, this is just my opinion for entertainment only. Don't take this as anything more than that. Anyway, if you like this video, like and subscribe. This is the first video I'm doing of this nature, so if it gets a good response, I'll make more. Alright, peace.